Well, I'm a glutton for punishment. Back out today, still no change in the weather, still no rain. Today's projected high is 103. Yesterday it was 104. Worse than that is the morning low was 87. We have hot summers here, typically 95 for the high, 75 for the low, and 2 or 3 rains a week. This is ridiculous. It's a little bit shallow, giving me the idea that it's modern aluminum, but we'll see. Out of the hole. If it's a Civil War bullet, it was a shallow one. A brass from a 30-06 or 270. Just what you'd expect at that read. It's an iron signal, but I'm trying to learn the difference between small iron and big iron. And because of how high I can pick it up, I'm gonna speculate that it's either bigger iron or very shallow small iron, because I get that double beep down on the ground, which is not discernible unless you have the headphones on. Wow. Piece of wire. I'm guessing that's a can or a Confederate buckle. Well, it wasn't a Confederate buckle. Definitely iron. I'm wondering if that zip is an indication of big iron, so I'm gonna dig it. Looks like an old, well, a can, I guess, can lid. Just wanted to show you the settings that I use if you didn't watch that previous video. What you're looking at is what has been referred to by one prominent YouTuber as an obsolete knob box. It is a box and it's got knobs, so I'll give him that. With these low frequency coils, discrimination must be set at 0. Threshold, barely audible. Volume, whatever's comfortable in your headphones. You're supposed to turn your headphones all the way up according to Nexus and adjust with this knob the volume. I go in all metal, turn the VCO on to check targets. Paul Warren's blog, he mentions the 4 commandments of successful hunting with this machine: precise ground balance, barely audible threshold, proper coil height, because Nexus tells you to run the coil 3 inches above the ground, more or less, depending on the coil, and proper swing speed. Don't go too fast. Anyway, there it is, that obsolete knob box. I hate shotgun shells. Oh well. This is iron, but it's every now and then it'll get a little green, so it makes you think it may be larger. See there? And another thing, I asked Georgie how to discern large iron, and he said as you're getting to it, as your coil is just getting to the signal, it'll give you a higher tone briefly. So let's see what happens. There it is. Okay. Now see, I don't know if that's what's happening, if that's what that indicates, rather. But we'll dig it and find out. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of color. Just don't know. It's reading less like iron and more like mid-conduction. And my favorite thing in the world, mid-conductive shotgun shell brass. Those things are tricky, but I'm learning. And the deal is, you got to dig every one of them. You got to dig every one. It had enough rust oxidation that it was giving it, tempting it toward the iron. But when I checked it after I got the hole open, it was all green. So that's when I said, this is not iron. This is the basic swing speed for me. I want to show you something. It's running really smooth. I want you to see where I am. This machine handles EMI. Probably one of those aluminum screw caps, or a mini ball, but sure has an aluminum screw cap look to it. And you'll notice I'm under the power line. Aluminum. Getting a little color. Certainly have to dig it. I have no idea. There you have it. After I got the hole open, it went straight iron. No color at all. I consider that big iron, the weight of it, similar to a shell fragment. And you saw how it would try to get a little color in all metal, but when you went over to the VCO, it'd zip it, give you a high zip on occasion. So I guess that helps us understand a little bit about the difference between a nail and something bigger. I'm wondering if it's another one of those shotgun shells. We'll see. That's it for today. Went a little longer than I expected I would. If this is the first video you've watched, you need to know that I'm not coming out here during the hottest days of the year, hardest ground of the year, to demonstrate my lack of mental health. I'm just trying to get a grip, or at least a better grip on this machine than I would have had I waited to hunt during what we call relic hunting season, when it's cooler. I've spent all summer researching. I've got 41 sites that I want to check out. I have 4 permissions on those sites so far that have real good potential for good relic potential. And I'll wait till I can dig to go to those places. My wife informed me that we're going to the beach first week in September. I'm not a beach person. I'm not a beach hunter. But if I'm gonna be at the beach, I'm gonna hunt. And I'm gonna hunt with this V3. I was asking Georgie about it, and he said the V3 is the least ideal machine they've made for beach hunting. He said, but because of your understanding of the Detector, and if you'll do this, I think you'll get on real well. My understanding of the Detector. I think he has greater confidence in me than I do. In fact, I know he does. So I have no idea what it's going to be like, but we'll find out. At least I'll be able to dig.